Good afternoon everybody, I hope you're well. My name's Mark, welcome to Friendship Shaving, and I'm shaving today on St David's Day, the 1st of March, and we have had the first snow of the year. It is blowing a blizzard out the back, and I thought it rather appropriate for my soap today to use Barrister and Mann's First Snow, and it's my last little bit. I hope I will have enough in there. I'll get some water on that straight away. If I haven't got enough, I will be topping it up with some Proraso white, but we will see how we go. Now, let me show you what I'm going to be shaving with today. I have a lovely ever ready razor set. It is complete. I've got the instructions and the price card in there, and I've got some old ever ready blades, the original blades that would have come with this set. I'll just take one out to show you. There we go, Corex blades. And very pleased to have collected this, and that's the razor that I'm going to be using today. Slightly different handle to the one that I normally see, but I'm very pleased to have got this, and I think this razor is from about 1953. I'm going to be using I'm looking for it, my deluxe brush today. So let me just get my face rinsed. Actually, I've got a hot flannel today. The water is so hot. I thought, why not? And I've obviously done this before I turned the camera on. But I am going to be using, to complement the first snow, I'm going to be using some Proraso white pre-shave. This is the one made from, goodness, I can't remember. It's got oat in it. The other ingredient will come to me, excuse me for that. But I'm going to rub this on just half of my face like I did last time. I have used it in the week so that I could form a bit more of a rounded opinion of it. This is quite inexpensive for a big pot, and I know a lot of people seem to really use this quite often and swear by it. So I thought I would give it a go. I was very lucky to get this pot second hand for a very reasonable price. It's quite mentholy and it's got menthol and eucalyptus, and it smells like the sort of stuff you put on your chest if you had a bad chest. But it's not unpleasant at all, but it's making my eye water a little bit. So I'm just going to rub that in and leave that while I do everything else. And then we will see when it comes to the shave if it provides any extra slickness or cushion. I am discovering with using the pre-shave that it's rather a nice routine to add to your shaving preparation. I quite enjoy, I've been using, as you know, my Magnum face soap from Wickham's, and I quite enjoy the routine of having a wash with that, and yes, I feel it adds something to the shave. Right. Let's get this brush loaded up with my last little bit of soap. I've enjoyed this soap. I can smell the pine scent coming off it and the menthol as well, so particularly on this side of my face I'm going to have a really mentholated shave today. I hope I've got enough in here to take me through the whole shave. Fingers crossed. There we are, and I think that will do. And I'm just going to scoop that soap out of there and rub that on this side of my face. Just to add something to that side of my face now. So I hope you're well wherever you are. Hope you're having good weather. The snow is very fine and light at the moment, but nevertheless there's quite a lot of it, and the moors are to the north of us, and it's blowing right across and filling up the back garden and the back of the house. It's halfway up the door at the moment on the back of the house. Very unusual that we get snow down here in the southwest in Torbay, where I live currently. But up and down the front street, the kids have certainly been enjoying themselves. And I certainly remember the excitement of looking out to that first snow and rushing out to build a snowman and have a snowball fights and go sledging, all of those wonderful things that kids enjoy. Now I think I'm going to be struggling with this soap. So I'm going to just add to that a little bit of Proraso white. And hopefully that will carry us through. Do you know, I used this yesterday and a bit splashed in my eye. And that would have been okay, but when I added water to it, it made it worse. Now, probably not the best experiment with the pre-shave, as you sort of spread it around your face with the brush, but you know, it's just interesting for me. As I said, I have used it in a week, so I have some idea of how it performs, and I'll tell you what I thought of it later. I'm going to have a giveaway this week. Goodness, I almost forgot. I'm going to have a giveaway this week, and we will come onto that later in the shave. Now I've got a treat blade, one of these, kindly sent to me from America by Jeffrey Smith, and getting the cardboard off can be a bit of a challenge, but we've got there. I'm going to pop it in my lovely flip top razor. You can see on the inside it says Ever Ready, British made. It is a self-adjusting razor, so when you pop the blade in and flip the top back down, the blade automatically sets itself to the right position. Now I'm going to pop my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And when we get going, I'm going to start on the side where there is no pre-shave. Do you know this razor is a really nice, gentle shave. I always think with these razors that they are going to be quite aggressive because of the look of the razor and because of the amount of blade that you can see, but actually they are not aggressive at all. They are just a fantastic razor. I find that the handle, I like these hexagonal handles. I think they give a really good grip. I think the only modern razor I've seen with a hexagonal handle is the Merkur 41C or the 42C, two different heads but the same handle. And of course it's styled on a much older handle. I'm sure there must be others out there, but that's the only one that I readily see. Do you know, this really is a terrific first pass. Now the side with the pre-shave. Now I can say that this Proraso white does give, for me, it might not be the same for you, but I find that it does provide a little bit of cushion. And shaving on this side definitely feels a little bit different. And I've noticed that in the week. I've used it in the week all over my face with razors that I'm used to. And it definitely feels like there's a bit extra cushion in the shave, on my skin rather, in the shave. I would say also that at this stage, when I'm getting to here, it feels like my skin is just very slightly sticky. But there definitely is extra cushion there. It's very, I found it quite a difficult concept to describe cushion. But it is it is as it sounds. It feels like there's something extra on the skin. And certainly this side of my face feels different to this side. The slickness is about the same. No, it's not. They're both quite slick, but this has got something extra on it. Very difficult to describe, but it does feel as if there is something cushioning my skin from the blade. And yet, despite having said that, it seems to make no difference to the closeness of the shave. Very interesting. So, nice product, I think, the Proraso White. I would say, for me personally, it's a shame that it's got the menthol in it. I don't always like the menthol, and there are some soaps where I wouldn't want to use a menthol pre-shave, especially if it was, a flowery scent or something like that. I just don't think a fresh eucalyptus menthol pre-shave necessarily would go with that. I've joined a new group on Facebook. It is a razor honing group, a straight razor honing group. I've had great difficulty with my straight razors, bringing them back to sharpness. And I've got some good advice from this group, but I am still nevertheless having a few issues trying to get them shave ready. It is a very difficult thing to do, I'm finding. But Irish in Australia, if you are watching, thank you very much for all your assistance so far. Very kind of you indeed. And talking about a straight razor, well, it kind of goes with the whole single edge theme of this shave. And you can hear this just coming off, can't you? And yet it feels like the smoothest shave ever. There we are, let's go across the grain now. Wow, now that is slick. I have to say, I think these treat blades that Jeffrey sent me are wonderful. There we are, second pass. Oh, it's very nice. I was explaining about my razor, wasn't I, being from the 50s. I've worked that out. I think it's from about 1953. And I've worked that out because of the price card that's on the razor. It said it was 6 shillings. Now, if you look on eBay for ever-ready advertisements, ever-ready razor advertisements, because the ever-ready battery company, of course, was an entirely different company. But you will see lots of copies of advertisements that people have for sale. And 2 of the ones that I have seen, one is from 1949 and the other one from 1950, and they both price the razor at 5 and 3, 5 shillings and 3 pence. So obviously the 6 shillings is a little bit after that date. But I'm very, very pleased to have a complete set. In fact, I'm chuffed to bits. So this razor, when I have finished with it today, will be cleaned and dried, given a quick polish with just a soft towel, and it will be put back in its case until next time. And we'll see if I can keep it in very nice condition. I got the set for £25, which was perhaps quite dear. Wow, that was good, wasn't it? That was exciting. Let me just try and pin this board back up on the window without ruining the video. Just going to reach over there. Fingers crossed. Fingers very definitely crossed. Now I better crack on with this shave and stop talking. I'm going to have to do something about that, you know, that's not the first time that's happened. Yeah, I was just testing there, as the shave's gone on, I've definitely got more slide and slip on this side of my face. Definitely. There we are, we're going a bit quicker now, just in case it falls down again. There we are, quick rinse. And we are finished. And I'll tell you what, my face doesn't half feel cold. Now, I'll let my face settle down and we'll just talk about the giveaway. It's just something little, but I thought someone would enjoy it. So that's the reason that I'm putting it out. So now that I've got an Ever-Ready complete set, I have an Ever-Ready razor that I no longer use. You can see it's in very reasonable condition. It's not perfect, but it is quite reasonable. And as you've seen from this video, they provide a really, really nice shave. I do like these Ever-Readys. I think they are terrific. This one has got the extra knurling on the handle that you can see. So that's in the giveaway. It has been cleaned, polished and soaked in barbicide to make sure that there are no nasty germs on it. And the same with the brush that I am giving away. I am giving away Cynthia, my synthetic little brush. This was a gift to me and I've really enjoyed using it, but Cynthia is not getting as much use as she once did, so I've decided to give my little brush away. I find you can see how my fingers sit on the brush. I find it to be very comfortable, and I never thought that I would with a brush shaped like this. It's a really nice brush to hold. This is chromium plated, so it goes with the razor. It is a heavy steel handle with a nice synthetic knot. It's not the softest knot, but it certainly is quite soft. But it provides a little bit of backbone. I think you'll enjoy this brush. Now, I've also got to give away some Club Cola face soap pre-wash. So hopefully you'll like that. If you've not used Club Cola before, it is a fantastic scent, and I've included a little tub of the matching Club Cola soap by the Wickham's Soap Company. Now with the razor, I'll include a complete set of 10 Gem Persona blades. These are very good blades. Now personally, I find them harsh on the first shave, but after that shave they are tremendous and they last quite well. But also, just so you can try another blade, I'm going to pop in 2 of the treat blades, one of which you saw me use today. So at least you will be able to try another blade. And all I need you to do to be eligible for the giveaway is, first of all, please subscribe to the channel, and secondly, please like the channel and let me know in the comments section by writing "I'm in," and that's all you need to do. Now the closing date is the 16th of March, so that won't be next week, that'll be the week after, and I will give the result then, and I will send that anywhere in the world. So it's up to you guys. If you feel that will be useful to you, then you're very welcome. And all I need is you to be a subscriber, you to like the channel, and to write in the comments, "I'm in." That's it, easy as that. So now I'm going to put on a little bit of, I'm going to add to the coldness, I'm going to put on my cooling post-shave balm. And just use some of this on a day of first snow. Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful aftershave lotion. I absolutely love this one. put some on my forehead. So that is my shave for this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. I certainly have. And I'll see you next time around. You take care of yourselves and don't get caught out in any cold weather. All the best now. See you soon.